This is our resolution recognizing July 20th through 2026 as Probation Services Week. Whereas probation provides a cost-effective, evidence-based public safety alternative to incarceration in California's criminal and juvenile justice systems, serving the courts and keeping communities safe by providing justice-involved individuals with supervision, rehabilitation services necessary to successfully reenter society. And whereas deputy probation officers and juvenile service officers are highly trained and dedicated professionals committed to furthering their professional growth. Officers completed over 10,000 hours of training in fiscal year 24-25 to support their ability to safely carry out their duties, stay informed of changing laws, and effectively manage the complex needs of justice-involved persons under supervision. And whereas deputy probation officers work tirelessly to protect the community while improving the well-being of justice-involved individuals and crime victims by balancing accountability and opportunity. They address immediate safety concerns and promote lasting change by connecting individuals to needed treatment and stabilization services, and by removing barriers to participation. As a result, this past fiscal year, 75% of adults and 85% of youth successfully closed their probation case without committing a new offense. And whereas juvenile service officers responsible for the supervision of justice-involved youth at the Juvenile Hall and Coastal Valley Academy established partnerships with the local Department of Motor Vehicles and CESLOT Credit Union so youth could obtain their California IDs and open bank accounts to develop financial literacy. And whereas probation staff assigned to the Coastal Valley Academy program in collaboration with ACI Jet successfully established employment opportunities for CVA youth interested in aviation mechanics. And whereas the Probation Department's Victim Restorative Services Unit collected $932,763 in restitution on behalf of crime victims who suffered economic loss or incurred other expenses related to their victimization. And whereas in fiscal year 24-25, the timely processing of claims by Probation Department Fiscal Services staff on behalf of our county justice partners secured $2.3 million in state reimbursement to the county for costs incurred for justice-related activities associated with crimes occurring on state properties. And whereas probation staff have impacted probation families in a heartfelt and meaningful way, in collaboration with local businesses and the public, by distributing a total of 480 gifts to children of justice-involved parents through Operation Christmas Angels, held each holiday season since 2022. And whereas the officers and administrative professional staff of the San Luis Obispo County Probation Department are representative of this year's theme, Heroes Behind the Mission, Changing Lives, Enhancing Public Safety. Now, therefore, be it resolved and ordered that the Board of Supervisors of the County of San Luis Obispo, State of California, does hereby recognize July 20th through 26, 2025 as Probation Services Week and encourages all citizens to honor these community corrections professionals and to recognize their achievements. Thank you.
Good morning, Robert Reyes, Chief Probation Officer. Thank you, Board, for the reading of the resolution. I appreciate it. It was initially like 7 pages. I had to cut it down. It's hard not to brag about the probation staff that are represented here today, as well as at our offices and facility. We have a brief video I want to play, and then I'll finish up with my remarks. So we'll play the video.
During Probation Services Week, we honor the dedicated individuals who transform lives and strengthen public safety every day. Real change begins with meaningful connections with probation professionals who recognize promise beyond the paperwork.
Every story of change begins with a connection. A probation officer who sees potential, not just a case file.
I feel like my probation officer, Juanita Murray, has been always helpful and always wanted me to be successful and very kind and understanding of all my problems.
Our officers are resource experts, guiding individuals to treatment, housing, mental health support, and educational opportunities.
Here at JFC, we maintain our youth by ensuring that they are safe, responsible, and considerate. We're not just about supervision. We're also about building life skills for successful reentry into the community.
But accountability matters. Our Family Violence Unit ensures safety, while teams like our PRCS unit provide enhanced supervision to protect our community every day.
By providing justice-involved debtors the opportunity to financially compensate their victims, we help restore victims' trust in the criminal justice system, giving them a voice and a path toward healing.
From addressing homelessness and mental health under the Mobile Probation Services Center to standing beside families in crisis, probation is about impact. Real people, real change.
Thank you. Yeah. So as I stated, really the theme of Probation Services Week across the nation is really focusing on the staff as heroes behind the mission, changing lives and enhancing public safety. And I think between the reso and the board resolution and the video, I tried really to show that, because really that's what does the job. I mean, it's a privilege and honor to be up here as the chief, but it's the staff that do this job every day that makes our community safe. I do want to introduce Mr. Andrew Robillard from ACI JET. He's the vice president of their forward base of operations and facilities. Andrew, I don't know if there's anything you'd like to say. You don't have to, but just wanted to introduce you. So if you do, you could step up to the podium if you like. I really appreciate their relationship with us in providing these opportunities to our youth. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chief Reyes. It's really an honor to be acknowledged on behalf of everybody at ACI JET and Bill Borges-Miller. We appreciate it. Really, this is a part of our DNA and culture at ACI JET, helping communities reach their full aviation potential. But I really want to acknowledge Jaden. He took the time to express a dream and a desire after visiting our facility and seeing the aviation maintenance program to become an aircraft mechanic. And he expressed that to a supportive group, those at the Probation Department, that heard him, and they helped foster his dream by reaching out to me and asking if there are any opportunities for him. And that goes a long way. I really want to acknowledge Juanita Murray, his instructor Beth Burris, Chief Reyes, also Chris Ballo with the SoCal County Office of Education, who set up that original tour. It's really awesome, and we're happy to participate. I hope more businesses in our community see this as an example of success. Thank you.
Thank you. And I do want to introduce Jaden. Jaden is one of our Coastal Valley Academy youth. And again, Jaden, you want to say something, you don't, you're fine. Perfect. But again, really appreciate that relationship. I just want to thank our Senior Deputy Probation Officer, Jennifer Frame, and our Department Personnel Tech, Esther Santiago. They put the video together for us this morning, and all the staff that participated in that. And of course, the probation staff, again, I'll leave you with this. I mean, heroes always sort of, we have a picture of a hero, right? Hollywood. But really, the true essence of a hero is somebody that's just dedicated to a cause. And I think that our probation staff do that. They want to make a positive impact and build safer communities. They do it in a fair and consistent manner. They do it with the belief that people can change, and they're dedicated to public safety. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Reyes. Really appreciate. We have one public comment from DA Dow. Please, Mr. Dow.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Board. It's really amazing to see this group of professionals here in our community be recognized today for the hard work that they do each and every day. And I think one of the phrases in the resolution was they're on the kind of on the front line. And what I will say about the criminal and victim justice system is that, you know, it's a system of accountability for when people make decisions that harm others in the community. And there's not one person in this room or on this earth, me included, that haven't made decisions that have had negative consequences. And it's how we rise above them, how we respond to them, that will really determine our future destiny and what kind of citizen we become. And so I want to highlight the hard work that our probation officers do under the phenomenal leadership of my friend Robert and his team every single day to help our community be safer, taking individuals who are in that situation, like all of us have been from time to time, who have made a decision with negative consequences, and they, through accountability which can be tough, kind of like tough love, but with human compassion, providing tools and resources and systems of support to help people emerge from that situation a better, more resilient human being that makes our community stronger. And truly, the Probation Department is an amazing organization within our community that serves our public, and we should all be very proud of the great work that they're doing. And I just want to applaud you and thank you and recognize all your work today.
And if I may, Madam Chair, it'd be amiss to not acknowledge the probation management team that's behind me for just all their hard work. And I did, you know, they're the ones that execute the vision that I've set forth. And so I can't express how much I appreciate their contribution and support. And then lastly, really, I mean, it's going to be a surprise to her, but Juanita Murray, if you could stand up, please. She's Jaden's deputy probation officer. I just want to acknowledge her for, it was her efforts and the team's efforts that got that relationship started with ACI Jet.
That's amazing.
So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Fantastic, really. Okay, any further public comments? If not, I'll close public comment and bring it back to the board. Supervisor Paulding.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Chief, and to the management team and for all the probation officers and support staff for being here and for what you do. You're one of the departments that is a bright, shining light here in SLO County, and your work is appreciated. So it's great to get to recognize you in this way. And then the partnerships, ACI Jet, Jaden, thanks for being here. You know, you're a living example of what we can do when we partner like that in the community. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Supervisor Moreno.
Thank you. Chief, thank you, all of you, for the work that you do. I've been privileged to come to the juvenile facility, see Coastal Valley Academy in person, and to see the work you're doing, even talking with one of the students there. And it's really incredible. I think most people don't realize the work that you do and the impact that it has. I also was on a ride-along earlier this year, and to meet one of the individuals who said it was because of the probation efforts that he has really turned his life around. He and his wife now own a business, and he was in tears. And to see the impact that you've had on lives, and that's just one, and I know one of many. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Supervisor Prashant.
I want to echo the district attorney and thank all the hardworking professionals who hold people accountable with compassion and empathy. You do make San Luis Obispo County a better place to live. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, you continue to just shine, and the list keeps growing of all the amazing programs, extra efforts, really looking at, you know, the heart. The accountability, of course, is critical. That's what your job is, but also leading with the heart and leading with the sense of humanity that really has, you know, has really changed the culture of this department in such a way that we're just incredibly proud. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.